The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joses and Judas and Simon? Are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except in his native place and among his own kin and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. The Gospel of the Lord. We get some very, very good news in the second reading today from Paul's second letter to the Corinthians. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in order to be a credible and effective witness to the gospel. Paul makes a very interesting statement in this reading that a thorn in the flesh was given to him, an angel of Satan, to beat me, to keep me from being too elated. Paul never explains what that thorn in his flesh is. There's been a lot of speculation about that over the years, but speculation is pretty much useless. All we know is that there was something that was bothering St. Paul that made him feel less than he wanted to be in service to the gospel, and he begged the Lord to take it from him, but the Lord said to him, "My grace is sufficient for you, for power is made perfect in weakness." I can't tell you how many years after I was ordained a priest, I tried to look the perfect priest part. The clerical clothes, always in a collar, black pants and black shoes and black socks. A lot of this I learned from the monks down at Gethsemane. Even on retreat there, years ago, I would carry clerical clothes with me so that when I celebrated Mass with the monks, I was always dressed like the proper priest. And the monks, I would look, they had jeans on and gym shoes and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. It's all about how we live and conduct ourselves in the name of Christ that counts, and not all of our human weaknesses. And I have many. Just to let you know, I know it shocks you. However, it's what, in my case, I've learned that what I tell you all during Mass, during the homily period, and of course offering the sacrament itself, that's what's important. It's not whether I'm not have quite as much hair as Father Jim does, or whether I have even socks on today, but it's about spreading the word. Jesus, throughout his ministry, had trouble with people when he tried to spread the word. In today's gospel, he's in Nazareth, and all of his old neighbors are like, who's this guy think he is? And their hearts were closed to him. The Pharisees and the scribes were after him throughout his public ministry because they could not wrap their heads around what Jesus was trying to say to them. Fortunately, some fishermen and some other people heard what Jesus said, not what he looked like, not where he lived, not what he dressed like or anything like that. They heard what Jesus said, and their hearts were opened to him. So all of us, imperfect as we are, in our weakness, we are made powerful by God. As I've said before, God is the one who does all of the work. He takes us imperfect creatures and uses us in whatever way, either as priest or as a parent or as a husband or wife or a kid in school or whoever, and allows us to be who we are for him, so that it is his power that is made known and not our own egos or anything like that.